In the small town of Salerno, nestled in the Italian countryside, there was a local legend that had been passed down through generations. It was said that on the night of a full moon, a mysterious figure known as Amante would appear, lurking in the shadows and striking fear into the hearts of those who crossed its path. On one particularly dark and stormy night, a young woman named Sofia found herself walking home alone after a late shift at the local trattoria. The cobblestone streets were slick with rain, and the dimly lit alleys seemed to whisper with the promise of danger. Sofia quickened her pace, her heart pounding in her chest as she tried to shake off the feeling of being followed. As she turned a corner, she caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure out of the corner of her eye. Sofia's breath caught in her throat, her footsteps faltering as she realized she was not alone. She quickened her pace, the sound of her own footsteps echoing in the empty streets. But no matter how fast she ran, the figure seemed to be always just a step behind her. Sofia's mind raced with fear as she tried to make sense of what was happening. Was it just her imagination playing tricks on her, or was there truly something sinister following her in the night? Finally, Sofia reached the safety of her apartment building, fumbling with her keys as she tried to unlock the door. She glanced over her shoulder, expecting to see the shadowy figure looming behind her. But to her relief, the street was empty, shrouded in darkness and silence. As she stepped into her apartment, Sofia let out a shaky breath, the adrenaline still coursing through her veins. She locked the door behind her, trying to calm her racing heart as she sank onto the couch, her mind filled with thoughts of the mysterious figure that had haunted her on the way home. The next day, Sofia couldn't shake the memory of the strange encounter from her mind. She found herself drawn to the local library, where she spent hours poring over old books and newspapers, searching for any mention of Amante in the town's history. It was then that she stumbled upon an article from decades ago, detailing a series of unsolved murders that had plagued the town. The victims all shared a common thread: they had been killed on nights of the full moon, their bodies found mutilated and drained of blood. As Sofia read on, her blood ran cold. The article mentioned a witness who claimed to have seen a shadowy figure lurking in the shadows on the night of each murder, a figure known only as Amante. Determined to uncover the truth, Sofia delved deeper into the mystery, piecing together clues and connecting the dots in a desperate attempt to solve the puzzle. But the more she uncovered, the more she realized that the legend of Amante was far from a mere superstition. It was a dark and sinister truth that had been buried deep within the town's history. As Sofia dug deeper, she found herself drawn into a web of lies and betrayal, where nothing was as it seemed and everyone had something to hide. She uncovered long-buried secrets that threatened to tear the town apart, and she realized that the key to solving the mystery lay in confronting the darkness that lurked within the shadows. On the night of the next full moon, Sofia knew what she had to do. Armed with nothing but her courage and determination, she set out to confront Amante and put an end to the terror that had haunted the town for generations. As the moon hung low in the sky, casting eerie shadows on the deserted streets, Sofia waited, her heart pounding in anticipation. And then, just as she had expected, the shadowy figure appeared, emerging from the darkness with a sinister grace. But this time, Sofia was ready. With a steely resolve, she faced the figure head-on, determined to uncover the truth behind the legend of Amante once and for all. And as the figure loomed closer, its face obscured in the darkness, Sophia finally saw the truth, that the real Amante was not a monster or a ghost, but a person, just like her, driven by fear and desperation to commit unspeakable acts in the name of love. In the end, Sophia's courage and determination prevailed, and the mystery of Amante was finally laid to rest. But the memory of that dark and stormy night would linger in the town's history, a reminder of the power of legends and the darkness that lurked within the shadows. And as Sophia walked away from the scene of the final confrontation, her heart heavy with the weight of the truth she had uncovered, she knew that some mysteries were best left unsolved, for the darkness that lurked within the human heart was a mystery far more terrifying than any legend could ever be. The end.